Good evening, gentlemen. It is your boy Sirius. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me pretty well. Because I had some technical difficulties earlier. Let me know if you can hear me. All right, that's good. That's good. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful Monday evening because I'm pretty sure that you guys are not really having the most fun time on a Monday. But welcome to my tonight's stream. I know I took a little small break for around 7, 8 days, but you know, sometimes you gotta go outside and touch grass, right? Because once again, according to a bunch of people on the internet, uh, anybody that's red pill or MGTOW or whoever the fuck, we don't go outside. We just chill in our parents' basements and just bitch about women. So I am back. I'm ready to go. And you know what? I kind of miss this. I miss being able to talk to you guys one on one because unfortunately, the Gray Ghost, he is too busy to join us tonight. So I'm going to be doing this solo. But it's not the end because I got so much shit to talk about when it comes to this topic. There's going to be multiple parts. So definitely stay tuned. But before I begin, let me go ahead and say what's up. Sons of Patriarchy was good. Dax the Dog, welcome back. Psy. Is Greg going to do a reaction to Chronic's debate? Doubt it. Unless he wants to do a reaction on my channel, then he'll do it. Reverend was good. Lego with your weird questions. What's going on, man? Sigma Roden. ZK Studios. I know I'm missing. Yep, Sergeant Grinch. I have an overall idea of what Islam is, but I don't mind learning about that a little bit more. I don't mind. I'm all about that knowledge. Inferno, Gundam. I can't even say your name, but hey, what's going on? Welcome back, man. Chaz, he's still fuming over losing multiple times, but it's okay. He'll get over it. Sigma Rodin, Mayor Mercules, Super Turbo, what's good? Frost, once again, you're back. Also, you RY fan. I'm not surprised. I did see it, but I won't talk about it on this channel. I'll talk about it on my second channel. That is definitely important news, RY fan. So definitely look out for that. And I think I caught up with almost everybody. I know I shot a solitaire. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so before we begin this topic, because this is going to be a pretty long topic, very long topic. If you want to support your boy Sir Yeetus, the link on top of the chat, Cash App / Sir Yeetus. Any donations appreciated if you feel that this channel is worth your investment. Thank you very much. All right, the topic for today is your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Why did I choose that title for this stream today? I'll tell you why. Because I'm sure you guys noticed there has been an explosion of a bunch of women and male feminists, Sims White Knights, blue pill alphas, or whatever you want to call it, just weak motherfuckers that wants to complain about us telling the truth. Complain about us telling the reality of what's going on in society today. Not just in dating, but just overall in general. This gynocentric system. And it's been going on so long, and it's been in their favor. It's been so amazing for the last, let's say, since modern feminism, for the last 60 years, 50 years. So ever since the early 1960s, we didn't hear any complaining back then on how men are getting obliterated through the court system, obliterated through the help of law enforcement, obliterated when it comes to pretty much being treated like lower than dirt. They had no complaints back then, but now all of a sudden, There's a few channels like mine that has an audience, that has a big enough voice to spread the message of telling these gullible men that, hey, they're leading you into the fire. You're the cattle, and they're leading you into the slaughterhouse. Now they're screaming in agony, like, don't mess up what's good for us. Ooh, how fucking dare you, you motherfucker. I don't care. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how mad you get. Because I've seen what makes you cheer. I've seen it. We've all seen it. All of us. Every single one of us that is in this channel. But hey, if you're new on this channel, welcome. But 99% of you guys seen these feminists, these leftists, these progressives. You've seen what made them cheer. You've seen it. And once again, I can't even fit it all into one stream. I have to make multiple streams on this. And hopefully I'll be able to have a guest on, such as, Undead Chronic, Hammerhand, Gray, that guy Pete. Hell, fuck it. I'll bring back TFM if I need to. Because they always want to talk about women's rights this, women's rights that, but they never, ever, ever want us to talk about women's wrongs. Ever. Because the current system right now, they are taking advantage of it 250%, right? They're not only using it to their benefit, which is encouraged, right? Because it should be fair and just, right? Everybody should have an opportunity to make it in this country. You should not be held back according to sex, race, creed, whatever it is. They are full on abusing their power, abusing it. And there's countless proof. There's so much proof. Look at my channel, look at Hammerhand's channel, look at Chronic's channel. Well, Ribby's channel is gone, but hey, look at Ribby's channel. Thousands of channels. Fuck it, you don't have to look at our channel. Go on Twitter. Go on OnlyFans. Go on Instagram. You'll see the fuckery that's going on out there. And they have the audacity to come back and blame us? No. No. You cannot blame us for the situation you put yourself in. You can't. You can't. So, the first thing I want to talk about is, I don't know why you're getting mad at men not wanting to be fathers. I don't know why you're getting mad at men protecting their seeds. Why are you getting mad at men not wanting to procreate with a non-virgin? Why do you get mad at men not wanting to take care of another man's seed? Here, let me show you a couple of examples, right? Because your boos, your complaining, your bitching and moaning means nothing to me. It means nothing to 99% of my audience, because we've seen what you've done when the situation benefited you. Let me go ahead and bring up a couple videos. I got you guys. I got you. Too easy. Let's bring up this first one. Having a freaking boomer moment. Do. All right. Hopefully you guys can see it. See, this is what I'm talking about. When these modern women want to turn around and want to have traditional treatment, but they abuse the system. And this is one of many. This is one of many examples. Why are you getting mad at us? This is the playing field that you've created. We've seen what you've done when things are going well in your favor. Let's play just this. It's a quick, 10-second video.
are not
Thank
her
you.
father.
You should have just signed your name and you wouldn't look stupid.
As a woman, at least say, Robert, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? For him playing video games?
For what?
So that's all you guys need to know about that one. No remorse. No saying that, hey, I made the wrong decision. I apologize. No, just nothing. Nothing. And she had the audacity when the man found out that the child that he was taking care of isn't part of his legacy. And she responds, if you would have signed the birth certificate, this wouldn't be a big issue. This wouldn't be a big issue. That's their response. That is their response. They can't even take accountability. It's still your fault that she fucked another dude, got impregnated by another dude, gave birth to another dude's kid, lied and told this man that he is the father of the baby when he's not. And then when he found out through DNA testing, because you can't lie through that, she still blames him. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. So now there's a bunch of men refusing to have families, refusing to be stepdaddies, refusing to sign birth certificates until they get DNA tests because of this behavior right here. Model women are so privileged that they had the galls to not even apologize for being a 304 and lying to a man about him being a father. The audacity. I have another video for you. Same topic. I got you. But shout out to eMan67 for this one. I'm having another boomer moment. Okay. This one was soul crushing. Do you know why? Because I'm sure you guys went through this exact same thing. I've seen it myself in my lifetime of how evil and conniving model women can get. And they use your own children. I don't know if it's yours or not, but they use your own children as weapons to get to you. So much for being caring and nurturing, right? As long as they get to you, right? As long as the mother of your kids can mess with you, she doesn't give a fuck about traumatizing her own kids. She doesn't give a fuck about their kids not having a father around. Let's play this quick short right quick.
Or never fucking seeing your son again. Swear to fucking God. You want to see your son? He's here right now, but you ain't gonna fucking see him that much longer. Guarantee fucking it. Go tell your son goodbye. I'm dead ass. Go tell him goodbye right now. You are never seeing him again. Your family can. Yes, I can, because I'm gonna take you to court.
Let me guys know what you think about that, because that is some very sadistic, diabolical shit. That is diabolical. Wow. And I've seen this in the military. I've seen this growing up. And you can see this all over the internet. But nobody wants to talk about this. Nobody. Because I guess it's the norm now in this counter-centric system. If you guys didn't hear it, let me just play it one more time, because once again, this is beyond serious. Because these model women have the fucking audacity to get pissed off at men about not wanting to have any family, about wanting artificial wombs, about wanting to go through surrogacy. want to cut her out the picture. They're getting mad at men about that. But then they turn around and do this.
Or never fucking seeing your son again. Swear to fucking God. You want to see your son? He's here right now, but you ain't going to fucking see him that much longer. Guarantee it. Go tell your son goodbye. I'm dead ass. Go tell him goodbye right now. You are never seeing him again. Your family can. Yes, I can, because I'm going to take you to court.
And then the biggest thing, they wonder why the hockey mask time tends to get to that point. Who did the audacity, especially when the man did nothing wrong? She's just being a raging bitch. She's a scorned woman, and she's doing whatever it takes to get into that man's feelings. She's doing whatever it takes at the expense of destroying the kids' lives. Like, come on, chat. Come on. We already know what it is. We already know what it is. Let me know what you guys think before I move on to the next segment. Because I'm reading you guys' comments right now. Black Red Pill 3. When you think about it, the thought audacity, would it be possible if family courts treated women exactly how they treated men? Exactly. Like I said, you see how model women act when things are going good for them. You see what makes them cheer. They get pissed off about men walking away. They're booing men. They're shaming men to the fucking limit right now in 2023. And it's not even February yet. But they don't want to acknowledge what makes them happy, what makes them sleep very well at night. Yes, I agree, Frost. Pure fucking evil. Evil. Sergeant Grinch, turn and walk away. Jail isn't worth it. At this point, yeah. What else can you do? What else can you do in this system as a man? When a woman threatens to take your kids away, what can you do? Because damn if you do fight to the utmost certainty, spend all your money, try to get the best lawyers as possible, trying to gather as much evidence as you can to at least keep your kids with you or at 50-50 custody, and she still gets the kids and you're broke, or you just let her do her thing and you still get criticized because you're not doing enough to get your kids back. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Oh man, I went way too far. Hold up. Okay. So the Grinch, he says, I have not seen the boy I paid child support for in over 20 years. I stayed away. I'm allergic to jail. I don't judge you, man. I do not judge you whatsoever. Because this is what they want. This is what they want. They're mad that you're not conforming to their rules. They want you as a man to submit as a wage slave. They want you as a man to just produce the next generation of simps and 304s while you work until you're 65 or die. And if you get hooked on child support, alimony, and you lose half your shit, it'd be very surprising if you do make it to 65 years old. But guess what? At the end of the day, we're expendable according to the state and according to the feminists. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next ones, which made me laugh so much. See, a lot of women, when it comes to dating in general, right? When it comes to the dating game, they truly want to have their cake and eat it too. In this gynocentric system, they want to live the Sex and the City lifestyle. They want to drown themselves in drugs and alcohol and get dicked down by 10, 20, 30 dudes in one night and then do it on multiple occasions for 10, 20 years. And then they turn around and proclaim themselves to be the child of God, the reborn virgin. I'm a changed woman. My past doesn't matter. Let's see these two videos. And this is also another example of do not listen to what they say, watch their actions. This has to be the definition of cognitive dissonance, because there's literally a separation between what they do and what they say. They just can't help it. In my opinion, is biological to them. This is female nature. It's female nature. So let's look at a couple examples. Quick little short I did a couple weeks ago. Let's go ahead and check it out.
God has set me free from that. I am not the old Rachel anymore, okay? When the sun sets you free, you are free indeed. It doesn't matter how dark your past is. It doesn't matter what you have done. Here's why starting an OnlyFans was the worst decision I made in my life. Did not realize that I was literally selling parts of my soul and the money could have never made it worth it. I just wish that someone would have warned me and told me that I was going to be later experiencing PTSD from the sexual trauma and the experiences that I was subjecting myself to on a daily basis. Did not know that I would later need to be in trauma counseling. It brought me into way darker places than I ever could have imagined, and I never want to go back there.
How do you get PTSD from being a 304 on the air? How do you get PTSD from that? Like, what do you mean trauma counseling? For shaking your ass in front of a camera? Nobody forced you to do that. Nobody put a gun in your head to say, hey, shake that booty meat. Nobody did that to you. You chose to do it. You love every single part of that attention. Now, all of a sudden, when the wall is approaching, all of a sudden, when you get held accountable for your actions, hell, I think your parents probably caught you. Now you learned. Now you went to trauma counseling. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. The funniest one was the beginning. Hold up. Let me go back to the beginning. Just pay attention to what she says.
God has set me free from that. I am not the old Rachel anymore, okay? When the sun sets you free, you are free indeed. It doesn't matter how dark your past is. It doesn't matter what you have done. Here's why starting...
Yeah, that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. That's a fucking lie. Your past will always matter. Your past will always follow you whether you like it or not. Don't ever say it doesn't matter. It will always matter. Man or woman, it will matter. You will be held accountable for what you've done in the past. And the funny part is you can't even make up stories or deny it. This is literally what you're doing. You're literally look
Set me
look
free from that.
you're literally shaking your ass all provocatively, all sexually, enjoying all the attention, enjoying all the shekels. But I guess the money is drying out, huh? I don't know how old you are, but I'm assuming 25, maybe. If you look at her face, you know, maybe, you know, I'm seeing a little bit of Jawa action. I'll say mid to late 20s. I'm being generous. All of a sudden, you're a child of God. All of a sudden, your past doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter how dark your past. Come on. Come on. If your past didn't matter, then you'll be able to hold accountability for what you've done. Not just brush it off like the past is the past. That's so fucking stupid. This is what I'm talking about, gentlemen. Women are getting so fucking pissed off that more and more men are not taking them seriously anymore. Dating is fucking dead thanks to women. Chivalry is fucking dead thanks to women. Now, at this point, they're just getting smash and dash. That's it. They're the community bicycle. There is no ring when it comes to that. There is none. Now, soon, very soon, especially by 2030, there's going to be a bunch of women that are middle-aged running around hoping that some gullible simp will put a ring on it. Yes, of course, any woman can smash any man, whatever. But can you retain that man? I doubt it. And if you do retain a man, I guarantee fucking to you, it's not the man that you truly desire because you fucked up. This is what you've been doing when you were at your peak. But now that you're middle aged, the man that you truly desire sees this is like, damn, she's for the streets. I ain't gonna put a ring all that. You fucked up. Let me show you another example, chat, of never ever listen to what they say, watch their actions. And this is a classic video. This video, I was laughing my ass off. Because remember, gentlemen, modern women, they want us to take them seriously as traditional, classy ladies, and they should be treated like the queens they are. Yeah. Bullshit.
Women creators are shaping the gaming space by building amazing communities, supporting each other.
There are so many beautiful, vibrant, talented, incredible women content creators on Twitch.
Women creators are shaping this industry in such a beautiful way simply by being themselves.
I celebrate women on Twitch every day by being the representation that I seek.
I decided to start streaming shortly after I came out publicly. To me, the biggest reason was that I wanted to create the representation that I never really saw out there growing up.
I have this little corner of the internet that I'm able to just create this really nice space for people.
I want to show that I can do it so other people can also feel like they can do it.
Women creators are needed in this industry so that the next generation never has to hear she's only successful because she's a girl.
What?
Women
Oh shit. Gentlemen, this is a peak example. This is the epitome of the phrase, do not listen to what they say, watch their actions. Just did you hear that they're like, oh yeah, we're so productive. Yeah, we the future is female. We definitely create great things for the next generation of women gamer. What? Yet it looks like a montage that you see on an adult website. The fucked up part is this is Twitch. It's not an adult website. It's Twitch. It's Twitch. A gaming site. Game. I didn't see no fucking game. I see no games. None. Smoky Soldier, what the fuck did you make me watch, Edis? I made you watch the truth. I made you watch the reality of what's going on in society today, on why women are getting so pissed off at men that more and more men are starting to get fed up with their bullshit. But when things are going well, we know what makes you cheer. Men aren't stupid. We pay attention. Cesspool, what have they actually created? We'll wait. Headaches. That's the only thing I could think of. Just straight up headaches. But let me know what you guys think about that. Give me your opinions on what I just showed you. Those two videos. Because those two videos I just showed you, it's just fucking hilarious on why you getting mad at us? This is a playing field that you women created. Just because you want something a certain way doesn't mean that men have to accept it at all. And now they're getting mad at us. But your boobs mean nothing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's another thing. I forgot. Let me bring up that that one meme I posted today. All right, let's share this bad boy. You guys remember this meme? So, a lot of you guys, I've read the comments. A lot of you guys kind of missed the message that I was trying to send. Okay. See, you guys need to understand. I don't know if you guys have any type of experience with Pookies and Ray Rays. Let me tell you right now, Pookies and Ray Rays, they give no fucks about any type of child support. They don't care how many girls they get pregnant. They do not care. Okay? So let's get that shit out the way. All right? Because the point of this meme was to put out the hypocrisy of model women. Don't worry about the rapper. Don't worry about the rapper. He's gonna do what he's gonna do. You can't change that. What I'm talking about is model women. They get so upset that, oh, hey, I ain't gonna share my man. My man belongs to me. My man is for me and me only. But as soon as they go to a man with status, whether it's good or bad, with money, whether it's good or bad, right? Because NBA YoungBoy, he has money and he has status. Women will throw puniti left and right at these type of men. Right? Because once again, this isn't just a black thing. This is for all races. All races. This is just one of many examples. One of many examples. A woman, they will much rather. And they all know each other, chat. Once again, they all know each other. So his first baby mama is like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. The second baby mama is like, okay, she probably didn't know about the other baby mama. But once you get to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, they all know each other. They knew what they were getting themselves into. They knew what type of fuckboy NBA YoungBoy is. They knew it. Yet they still slept with the fuckboy. They still slept with Pookie and Ray Ray. They still got impregnated by him. And there's 11 and 12 different fucking women that had his baby too. So this, what does this prove? There's different rules for different type of men. Sorry, that's life. They will break all the rules for a man with a lot of power, status, respect, money. But if you're just some average dude that's like mediocre, she will throw 300 rules at you. This proves that women will share a man. Remember, what Under Chronic talked about, concubines. Concubines. Women will share a man of high value rather than having an average man to herself. I repeat, women will share a man of high value rather than having an average man to herself. And guess what? I'm not complaining because that's been that way since the dawn of time. It's been that way since the dawn of time. But the only difference is monogamy was in place so they can give average dudes and average women a chance. That's one of the main reasons monogamy became a thing in the first place. So average dudes and average women can have a chance. But now traditional marriage is officially dead in the West, in my opinion, and nobody takes marriage seriously anymore. Now we're right back into the Babylon days, Sodom and Gomorrah days, before monogamy was a thing days. Chad and Tyrone, Pookie and Ray Ray, they're dominating the dating market right now. They're winning. According to getting puniti, okay? We ain't talking about no child support and shit. That's down the road. I'm talking about right now when it comes to the dating market, when it comes to getting puniti, Pookie and Ray Ray, Chad and Tyrone, they got too much fucking puniti to go around. It's just too much. Too much. As you can tell, with NBA YoungBoy, with his 11th and 12th child at 23 years old, Ash Blackwind says, we are living in Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. I completely agree. I agree. It's just gonna be a complete collapse. It's gonna be a collapse. It won't be, well, we don't know if it's going to be a quick collapse or a slow collapse, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a collapse. Sergeant Grinch, no, they're not winning. They'll end up paying the STD Piper. Hey, it is what it is. But I'm talking about when it comes to getting access to Puniti, they're winning. When it comes to getting access, they're winning. Yeah, STDs, yeah, child support, yeah, they're going to have to deal with paying all this money. Yeah, that comes down the road. But just getting access alone, they're winning. Damn, where am I at? All right. Here's another thing. Here's a big thing right here. Where you at? This video right here just shocked the fuck out of me. Okay, this is a different subject. Okay, because remember the title of this video is "Your Boos Mean Nothing." I've seen what makes you cheer. I've seen what makes you cheer. And what what makes this so crazy, so like I don't know how to explain it, that women are out there celebrating the destruction of the nuclear family. Women are salivating. Women are just having a great time boasting on social media on how they just completely ruined their child's lives, their boyfriend or husband's lives, and they're just giddy, happy about it. Like, what? That is insane. That is insane. But once again, gentlemen, they're getting mad at us for spreading this message. Men waking up and walking away. They're booing us right now. But guess what? The boos are falling on deaf ears because we've seen what makes you cheer. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's play this video right quick because this video caught me off guard.
So I'm about to tell you guys a really big secret. I am pregnant with my ex-husband's baby while I'm in the middle of a divorce from my current husband. But hang tight. The story is so ratchet, you're probably going to think it's crazy. But hi, I'm Abby. Most of you probably... What?
How can you be so... Oh, shit. Hey, go back, asshole.
So I'm about to tell you guys a real...
What you doing? I didn't tell you to play. But do you see how happy and giddy she was about just being a fucking harlot? Do you see how excited she is to explain the story of how she pretty much already destroyed the life of her child? If the child makes it a term, right? Because you already know they like to go to those clinics. She's pregnant with her ex-husband's baby while still technically married with her current husband. What the fuck? And she's laughing and happy and having the time of her life. This is in 4K. This is literally evidence. This is exhibit 2,480,196 on why men aren't taking their bullshit anymore. This is the West. Because I guarantee you, if she was doing this in an Eastern country, especially the Middle East, you guys already know. Now you see why the Middle East were fighting like hell to keep the West out of their country. Now you see why. Because the Western influence coming into their country, oh hell no, they weren't playing that. They weren't playing that. Afghanistan, Iraq, and other countries, they weren't playing that. They went head to head with the strongest force in the world. Well, also it does help that the Middle East has thousands of years of fighting experience because they literally been fighting throughout their entire existence. But this is the West. Western women, not Eastern women, not Southern women, not Northern women, Western women. I just want to play it one more time so you guys can get the gist. And then we're going to go to the second example.
So I'm about to tell you guys a really big secret. I am pregnant with my ex-husband's baby while I'm in the middle of a divorce from my current husband. But hang tight. The story is so ratchet, you're probably going to think it's crazy. But hi, I'm Abby. Most of you probably... What?
Crazy. Here, I'll invite Rishi. And before we continue with this example, if you want to support your boy, there's a link on top of the chat. Cash App /SirUtis. Any donations appreciated if you feel that this channel is worthy of your investment. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and this is the exact same subject right now. Women celebrating the destruction of their family.
I'm 45 and I think I'm having a midlife crisis or crises. I don't know. Can you have more than one? If so, I'm having them. So it started 3 years ago. I left my husband of 15 years, 3 kids. We got out of there and we've been settling in. Everybody's happy now, well adjusted, and hitting my 45th birthday in October has made me realize I need to focus more on myself. I don't know, do I do the typical midlife crisis stuff? Do I buy a motorbike? Do I get a younger boyfriend? I don't know. What do I do? Like, if you've got some ideas, if you've got some ideas about how I go about this midlife crisis, then I'm all ears. I want to hear them. I think it's time to get the show on the road.
Disgusting. She divorced her husband of how many years again? What was it, chat? She was married to her husband for a long time. Had 2 kids with him. She probably took the house. Probably took half his shit. And she's all giddy, happy. 45 years old. 45. She's probably surviving off of that child support and alimony checks. Now she's like, oh, I'm having a midlife crisis. Like, you dead ass? And she's happy, having a great time. Hey, should I get a younger boyfriend, or should I do this and that? Well, around this age, you as a woman, you should be enjoying life with, your grandkids or something. You should be enjoying the fruits of your labor. Just saying. Just like what I'm pretty sure this is what Terrence Popp said. It's a very lonely time between 40 and 80 years old. Very, very lonely. She really think it's all fine and dandy now. Give it 5-10 years. She'll be nothing more than just practice. She's going to be practice for the little youngins that she's chasing after. And then she's going to be all rabid talking about, ooh, please, somebody give me a ring. Nobody's going to give you a ring. It's over for you. It's over. You purposely destroyed your own family because I guess you were bored, right? Midlife crisis. And judging about the tattoos and waving the knockers in front of the camera and shit. You weren't really a faithful wife, weren't you? You weren't really trying to be a wife, weren't you? Let's keep it real. This is what I'm talking about, gentlemen. When it comes to women destroying the nuclear family, right? And when she destroys the nuclear family, who gets punished? Not her, you. Guess what? Even when you've done nothing wrong, you get punished. You get punished. So all these women right now that's like, oh, why are you talking shit about marriage? Oh, you just can't get bitches. You can't get. Listen, even the richest men in the world, even the athletes of the world, all the way down to the average man. It's not a matter of if she will divorce you or not. It's the fact that she has the capability to do it at any time. I repeat, she has the capability to do it at any time, and she will suffer no repercussions. None. She will reap all the awards, and she knows this. She knows it. But now men are waking up to the gynocentric marriage laws and laws in general that are against men, and be like, the game is pretty rigged against us. I don't want to participate in this current system anymore. And we're the bad guys for wanting to practice self-preservation? What? How dare you not spend a $100,000 wedding on me and get into debt and pay for a big old house and 3 cars and give me 4 or 5 kids, and 10 years down the line, I just divorce you, and at the peak of your financial career, right? You're making 6 figures, right? I financially grape you through the divorce and family courts, and you have no choice but to live on a futon inside of a $600 apartment down in the goddamn slums. And if you don't continue paying that child support, you're going to go to jail. How dare you not accept that proposition? Nah, we've seen what makes you cheer. We've seen it. We've seen it. Look at that smile, chat. Look at that smile. Look at it. Look at it. We've seen what makes you cheer. Y'all expect us men to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, my bad. And see, and that's the biggest thing, right? Let me go ahead and pull out that other recent video I just pulled out, because that was a perfect explanation. I'm like, damn, she didn't really say anything, but she said something. Let's go ahead and pop out this bad boy. All right, I'm across everything else out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Chat. please listen to this video and tell me if it makes sense to you or not. Please let me know, because this brings everything together on why channels like ours exist. This brings everything together.
Still not giving me an answer.
I just gave you the answer. Why do women get so defensive when they're called out on
because
something?
You don't want to be honest. You don't want to deal with the truth. You don't want to change.
We
what?
just don't want to deal with it.
Exactly. Why? Why is that an issue?
Because we kind of want to do what we want to do, and we don't see you guys. Men complain about things that are just sometimes just why? Why are you upset about it? You do. And I feel
because
like
there's something wrong.
For me.
And the only way to communicate and fix things is to address it.
I don't like to be told
and deal
that
with it and fix it.
I don't like to be told that I'm wrong. I don't like to be told when I'm wrong.
That's established.
I get agitated when I find out that I'm wrong about something. Okay. I get agitated. And that's why I guess I get defensive, because I just want to do what I want to do. And no, it's not always right, but I just want to do what I want to do. And when you call me out, it makes me defensive, because I don't even understand why you would be calling me out. It's not that serious.
Just like a woman.
Be calling me out. It's not that defensive, because
I'm sorry. I had to pause it right there. Look at that man's face. Look at this man's face. Look at it. Look at it. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you ever made that face before. If you pull like the Office, if you watch The Office, you know what I'm talking about. If you ever made this face towards the camera, he's like, "Is this bitch serious?" Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Oh man, like I know every single man in this chat right now experienced that. When you have to explain, when you have to just try to make sense of what these modern women are saying, or just women in general. It's like, God damn. But hey, I want to break it down Barney style. We're going to go through it one more time, because I believe this is an important video to go through. Yes, cesspool, yes. Like, just the shit that you go through as a man on a daily basis. But guess what, gentlemen? She made sense, even though she didn't make sense. She made sense, even though she didn't make sense. Ironically, she's one of the most honest women out there. I'm surprised. I'm really am. But before we continue, I have a generous donation from NY. Thank you very much. I know who you are. Let me know if you're in the chat, man. Thank you very much for your donation. And also, we have the hater sedator. He says, "Boo, haha, JK." Hey, we have to deal with that boo noise all our lives, man. But enough is enough, because like we don't give a fuck now. We really don't. Because guess what? You can't boo us when we know what you've done, what makes you excited, what makes you happy. So fuck you, you know. So thank you very much for that donation, man. And also, if anybody else wants to donate, link on top of the chat, Cash App /SirUtis. Any donations appreciated. Thank you very much. Let's break down this video, because I like, once again, ironically, she was telling the truth. She was being honest. I was shocked myself. I'm like, wow. Let's go ahead.
Still not giving me an answer.
I just gave you the answer.
Nah,
Why do women get so defensive when they're called out on
because
something?
you don't want to be honest. You don't want to deal with the truth. You don't want to change.
We
what?
just
Not
don't
saying
want to
nothing.
deal with it.
Exactly. Why? Why is that an issue?
Because we kind of want to do what we want to do, and we don't see you guys.
You heard her. You heard her. Oh, there you go. Hey, thank you very much, man. Thank you for your generous donation. She said, we just want to do what we want to do. We don't want to deal with it. We just want to do what we want. Gentlemen, breaking news. We let them have the power to vote. Think about it. We let them have the power to vote. They have the power to vote.
No,
you don't want to change.
We
what?
just
Not
don't
saying
want to
nothing.
deal with it.
Exactly. Why? Why is that an issue?
Because we kind of want to do what we want to do, and we don't see you guys. Men complain about things that are just sometimes just why.
So, chat, men that point out problems in various aspects, right? You know, whether it's social, economical, political, anything that is an issue when according to society, right? Whether it's personal or on a societal scale, women perceive it as complaining. They perceive it as complaining. They do. So us men being problem solvers, right? We work out every avenue of, okay, this is the issue, this is the problem, this is the reason why it is a problem, and here are the various avenues we can take to fix the problem. She just admitted that they take men trying to get to the bottom of a problem and solve it. She took it as men complaining. Vincent of me, MGTOW. See, I'm being dumb today. She's an immature idiot. Well, are you describing modern women at this point? Okay, let's continue.
Why? Why are you upset about it? You do.
Why are you upset about various issues that's going on in a man's life? Why can a man protest? Why can't a man state what he does and does not like? Huh? Why can't man be a critical of a woman's behavior, of a woman's mindset? You get upset about nothing. Ugh, men just complain. Okay. That's how you interpret that, but that's definitely not the case.
I feel
because
like
there's something
for
wrong.
For me,
and the only way to communicate and fix things is to address it.
I don't like to be told
and deal
that
with it and fix it.
I don't.
Facts. I just said that. And we men, we know we are very direct with any problem. If I have a problem with you, or if we have a problem with a situation, we come face to face and we address it head on until there's some type of solution. If we can't find a solution, we'll just leave, come back, and try again. But she's not getting it. She's not getting it. Go ahead, continue.
Like to be told that I'm wrong. I
Fix it.
don't like to be
And
told
deal
that I'm
with it and fix it.
I don't like to be told that I'm wrong.
She said it. She said it. Ironically, she's telling the truth. Because I'm sure you guys know through experience, women, they don't like to know or they don't like to be told that they're wrong in certain things. Actually, no, they don't like to be told that they're wrong in anything. But like, I'm like, all right, damn. Let's go ahead and continue.
I don't like to be told
established.
when I'm wrong.
That's established.
So I get
know that.
agitated when I find out that I'm wrong about something.
She gets agitated when she's told she's wrong about something. Does that remind you of a couple of live streams that happened on the Chronix channel? Does that remind you guys of any situations that Chronic had to deal with? Please let me know. Let me know, chat. Let me know, chat. Does that sound familiar to you? I get agitated when I'm told I'm wrong. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know which streams Chronic had to go in and destroy. Let's go ahead and continue.
Okay, I get agitated. And that's why I guess I get defensive, because I just want to do what I want to do. And no, it's not always right, but I just want to do what I want to do.
That also sounds familiar of the last couple of streams that Chronic had to do. I get defensive because I want to do what I want to do. Just put it out there. As soon as a man displays any type of standards, as soon as a man says, hey, there are rules when it comes to dealing with me, when a man says, hey, right now, what you're doing is morally wrong, do you have no shame? Hey, you can't say that because I want to do whatever I want. So I'm gonna get defensive now because you are destroying my delusional reality of me being a exotic princess able to twerk in the middle of Times Square and nobody can tell me anything. Crazy, chat, crazy. Let's continue.
And when you call me out, it makes me defensive because I don't even understand why you would be calling me out. It's not that serious.
What? Hold up. One more time.
And when you call me out, it makes me defensive because I don't even understand why you would be calling me out. It's not that serious.
I don't understand why you're calling me out. It's not that serious. I don't understand why you're calling me out. It's not that serious. I don't understand. I get defensive because I don't understand why you're calling me out. Gentlemen, this is the mindset of majority of women in the West. That's the mindset. Wow. And the fact that she spoke that out loud, I'm shocked. because 99% of women will not admit that. They wouldn't. Whew. It is insane of what's going on in the West. Yet, once again, everything that I showed you so far, this is not over, chat. This is not over. There will be a part 2. Maybe even a part 3. I didn't even get through everything yet. And hopefully I'll have other people on in the future. I really do hope. Special guests. Because this is only one of many. One of many. Of why men don't give a fuck anymore. Because we've seen what makes you guys so giddy and happy. The misery and the destruction of men and nuclear families. We've seen what makes you happy. And it's evil as fuck. I would love to tell somebody that I'm wrong. I would love it. I would love it. But since he's already here, let's go ahead and invite Cesspool. Cesspool, you there?
Hello.
I was about to say, what's going on, man?
Oh, not much. How you doing?
I am doing a lot better. I just took a quick break, go outside, roll around in the grass, because once again, according to the haters that we have, we don't touch grass. So
Well, they're hard.
I'm like, why are you projecting, bro? Like oh, what's up?
No, I was just listening to you, man. Go ahead.
I would say, like, you're on YouTube more than I am. Like, shit. I post 1 or maybe 2 videos a day, and that's like barely any effort. You like the haters, they're making 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos plus 3 live streams in like 8 hours. I'm like, so who's really not touching grass here?
Oh. Now, you might be talking about my one biggest fan, and yeah, she doesn't like me. Okay.
Well, I don't know who that is, but I'm not surprised that you have a hater. We all got haters.
And this goes back way. And hey, congratulations on making Hammerhand's Hall of Famer list.
Yay! I worked very hard for the last almost 2 years to have this moment. Thank you very much. It's been a wild ride, but it's time for me to retire.
I wouldn't hang up the Spurs just yet, man.
Nah, I'm far from finished, but
Now, you really do. You have to detox from this. You have to step away and say, no, I got to take a break, because you can look at this from every single angle, and eventually you will get burned out on it, because it's all that you see, because it's so prevalent. And it's like how modern society can't see the way that men are just being hogtied and just basically slaughtered here, there, and everywhere, not only in the family court systems, not only in just the regular court systems. I mean, you take like jail sentencing, okay? Let's have some equality in the jail sentencing, huh? How about we have some gender neutral language descriptions in the jail sentencing, huh? How about we have that? How about we have, no more of the protected class status,
Bro, there's so many things. This is why I said I'm going to be breaking this down in multiple streams. Like, it might be 3 more streams after this. I don't think it'll be enough. There's so many things to go through. And I'm going to be putting everything together at the end. But I want this to be segments, so whoever's watching the streams can digest and take a break here and there. And it's something that is necessary, because I'm like, you know what? Since the top dogs now, right? Pearly Things and Femme Sapien and Roma Tomato, whatever her fucking name is. Since they're not talking about it, they're just talking about he. Yeah, women are 304s. He. Men, you deserve better. He. Look at me, I'm different. Buy my course. Buy my OnlyFans. Yeah. So since they're the ones are not talking about the real shit, allow me to do it. I need to add some production though. What's up?
Hammerhand and I had a conversation behind the scenes, and we were talking about this. It's like there was a rumor that I had heard, and it's like until it can be confirmed, it only has to remain a rumor. But however, we started looking into this, and it's like, okay, pull up the numbers for all these women and do the time frames on this. And it's like each and every one of them, they've all been up here from anywhere from 8 to 10 months. And they've all got like, 1 million to 1.5 million subs. And you don't automatically hit those kind of numbers in 8 or 9 months. I mean, there's guys who've been in the manosphere for going on close to 10 to 15 years that don't even have those kind of numbers. And these are heavy hitters that, have, a good command of everything. They know the information. They have a huge fan base, but they're nowhere close to 1 million, 1.5 million subs. It's like, and there was a couple of these girls where they didn't post any kind of information whatsoever for over a week, and they still got 9,000 subs for the week. It's like, how do you manage to drag in 9,000 people, when you don't post up any information for a week? How long did it take you to get to your 10K? Because it's like, man, we were struggling for that.
Shit, little over a year, actually. Yeah, a little over a year.
And so Hammerhand looked at this and is going, the only thing that can be explained here is that they must have bought up their subs. And it's like, he goes, I can't prove it, but he goes, you and I both know it. And it's like, yeah, I know that. You know that.
I think
accept that.
Well, it's a mixture of three things. Definitely buying the subs, the algorithm pushing them to the fucking Milky Way, and simps.
Well, not only that, but you see, now this is just, like I said, this is just a rumor that I heard is that, they've been coached from behind the scenes from a lot of these pickup artists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been doing like making circuit with all these pickup roaches. And so they've been coached from behind the scenes on that. And it's like that one stream that Iridium Kush had where he was, basically he was just owning her in her own comments. You're like, hey, I haven't raised my voice at you, and you've gone off and made personal attacks to me. Saying that,
I've seen that.
When she looks down at her phone, that's when, somebody texted her and said, hey, you're getting too emotional about this. You need to reel it back in. She was
that was weird. That was definitely weird. I'm like, why you keep looking down at your phone? And then all of a sudden, she did like a 180.
Amazing how it works out, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've seen the most recent video of just Pearly Things, and she was with this channel called Mediocre Tutorial Reviews. And
I had respect for him to got her on there.
I've noticed her outfit. I'm like, where's your skirt? Like she was wearing some type of dress or whatever. I couldn't even see her, like her bottom half when she was sitting down. Like it was nothing but legs. You will be able to see the one-eyed monster. She did not cross her legs. I'm like, why you dressed like that? I thought you were trying to be a traditional conservative woman. What is this? What is this? You can. I don't know if you've seen the video, but the chat can go see the video. She literally had the shortest of shorts on, which it was borderline. That video should have been striked.
Yeah, but you see, they're not going to strike them because you see, these are agents of the plantation. They're just there to keep men occupied within the system. This way they're not challenging the authority of the state.
And the most disgusting thing I've noticed is on the video I just described, when I went to the comments, the amount of sipping was astronomical. I was like, wow, whoa, what the fuck? She's like a 4 at best. And you guys are acting like she's the next big thing since a 20-year-old Beyonce. What is this?
Yeah, I kind of like that comment that Chronic had to say is, you know, she's going to take her neck like her giraffe neck and she's going to start beating others with it.
Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, like, all of the female content creators that came to our space so far, or at least majority of them, they all had a past that contradict of what they're talking about right now. And even when they're talking about the shit that we're talking about, they never address the actual issues. I'm like, okay, if you truly want to speak on behalf of men and hold your sisterhood accountable, why not go and take your audience into mainstream media? Why can't you go out there, go on Facebook, Instagram, maybe catch a couple radio shows, TV shows, and call out your own sisterhood? Go on, I don't know if Oprah's still going. Go on Oprah. Go on The View. Call them out there. Oh, but no, they don't want to be canceled by the sisterhood. They don't want that. And plus, they know that going to this little itty bitty space called the manosphere, as long as they wear little skimpy shorts and show little cleavage and say, oh, I'm not like these other girls. These women are bad. Easy money.
Well, that's part of it. The other part of it is that, look, if they can get enough of these women in here to basically subvert the message and control it, then this way they feel like they have to get in front of the message because, you know, guys like you, guys like me, you know, Hammerhand, Chronic, you know, all of the big heavy hitters. I mean, you know, Lion and Big Top, all of these guys, the big, huge heavy hitters, these guys, they say exactly what they mean, and they're not going to, you know, allow these women to manipulate these guys. But the simps, they just buy into all of this. You see, these are the ones that are easily manipulated. These are the ones that are, you know, like they need that validation. It's like, oh, I got to have some poontang, so I'm just going to do whatever it takes to get some. So it's like, look, these are the guys that they haven't figured out that, you know, this is all a game and you're just being played. And,
yeah,
you know,
in my opinion, they're the most dangerous ones, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're not going to fight the feminists. We're going to fight the simp army is what we're going to fight.
You know, because they're on the forefront, you know, they're the ones that in Capitol Hill, they're the ones that in the blue uniform, they're the ones that are controlling the big old space such as big tech, and the list goes on. These deprived Puniti warriors.
Speaking of big tech, I mean, Manic just put out a thing where, you know, it's like Google was, you know, as Spider-Man. You saw that, right?
No, but is this something that I could put on my other channel?
Yeah, it's on his community post. But anyways, it's basically, it's got like Spider-Man that's as dressed up as, you know, Google is like, oh, we're using our made up names because
Alphabet.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah, Alphabet Inc. Basically, that's the FANG group, which is Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. I mean, this is all controlled by one guy, and that's Eric Emerson Schmidt. And, you know, he's got the backing of, like, Jonathan Soros, who's doing the pet projects for his father, George. And it's like Jonathan and Alex, they're into all kinds of stuff that you probably wouldn't want to know about. But it's like these guys are doing their father's bidding, and it's like, you know, they're into some stuff which is not good for the normalcy of society. Okay, these are the guys that want to destroy it. And it's like, look, we have either two choices. We have to try to either A, rescue it, or B, let it burn to the ground. My particular belief is let it burn to the ground, but I don't want to see these guys win. I mean, yeah, it needs to die, but you know, we don't want them to win it because it's like, you know, then they're certainly going to make life a living hell for all of us.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you saying, man. And we are going to hold that off for tomorrow for part 2, because I do want to talk about that as well. So,
thank you for showing up on that stream. with me and Brandon on Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday.
Oh yeah. Was that?
Yeah,
it?
yeah, you were there.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm getting
my
old.
and called in. It, like she repeatedly, she says she came in as Mike the MGTOW Man, Hammerhead.
Oh, okay. I remember. Okay, now I remember. You had issues with a bunch of trolls coming onto the stream.
Yeah, well,
But hey
she's
man,
dead.
I do got to go right now, so we'll definitely hold this off till tomorrow.
All right, Yudis, thank you. We appreciate everything that you do in the community, man.
Hey, no problem, man. It's just me spreading the word. It's just very fucking annoying when you got others literally just existing outside the space of reality telling you that 2 + 3 = 7. Like it's fucking annoying at times. But I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, have a good one.
All right, peace. All right, chat. Thank you very much for being here today. I am going to be heading out because once again, I want this in segments, and hopefully I'll have the Gray Ghost, Hammerhand, or TFM on tomorrow to talk about part 2. So best believe it will be a great stream tomorrow. So it's good to be back. I know I took a little break for a little over a week, but I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a great streak of nothing but good streams. Okay. I'll let you know when I take another break, right? But it's your boy, Sirius. Hopefully you guys enjoy the stream today. Also, thank you everybody that donated as well. I greatly appreciate it. Also, hopefully you enjoy the gems that I dropped on you today. Okay. Tomorrow, best believe there will be a special guest. So wait on it. I am out. Peace.